Hello and welcome to Everything Explained. I'm your host, and today we're talking about something you can't buy in a store: unbelievable mental strength. Not a magic trick, but a skill you build day after day. Mental strength is the backbone that shows up when life throws a curveball, when the alarm rings before sunrise, or when a setback makes you quit. Let's start by rethinking what we mean by strength. Real resilience isn't about never feeling fear. It's about showing up for your goals even when fear is loud. It's about keeping your word to yourself when nothing else goes to plan. That kind of strength is cultivated through tiny, repeatable habits. First, create a small daily mental workout. Pick 3 micro-challenges you can do in under 5 minutes: a minute of slow, controlled breathing, 5 minutes of journaling about what's stressing you, and a tiny shove of discomfort, like a cold splash or a brisk 2-minute walk. The key is consistency, not intensity. If you miss a day, you're not failing, you're adjusting your plan and starting again tomorrow. Next, build a routine that primes your brain for tough stuff. Before a big meeting, a presentation, or a hard conversation, do a quick ritual: stand tall, roll your shoulders back, take 5 steady breaths, and tell yourself a simple line like, "I'm ready to learn." The body follows the breath, and the mind follows the body. Sleep and recovery are your secret multipliers. A tired brain is loud and scattershot. Aim for a regular bedtime, dim the lights an hour before, and put screens away. Hydration and a light, healthy meal after the day's end help you reset. Exercise matters too. Cardio boosts mood and focus, strength training builds grit, and even a short walk can reset a spiraling thought pattern. Let's talk about a mental toolbox you can reach for in the moment. Implementation intentions are simple and powerful. Example: if I feel overwhelmed before a task, I will take 3 slow breaths and outline the first 3 steps for 1 minute. It's like programming a tiny autopilot that kicks in when the stress signal fires. Expose yourself to small, controlled discomfort. This doesn't mean risking your safety. It means deliberately adding tiny challenges to your day, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, cold water on a quick shower, or choosing a difficult task first thing in the morning. Each time you choose the harder path, you grow a little more tolerant of suffering. Mindset matters. A growth mindset treats setbacks as information, not verdicts. Instead of thinking "I'm not good at this," ask "what can I learn, who can help, and what's the next smallest step?" Pair that with accountability. Tell a friend or colleague what you're practicing and check in on progress. Meaning and motivation help the brain stay steady when the going gets tough. Tie every effort to a value or a long-term aim. If your why is clear, your how becomes sustainable even on bad days. Finally, give yourself permission to be human. You'll slip, you'll lose rhythm, you'll forget. The trick isn't perfection, it's repetition. Reflect briefly after the hard moments: what worked, what didn't, and what you'll try next time. Here are 2 quick scenes where this shows up in real life. Scene 1 is a parent at the end of a long day, trying to help with homework while answering emails. They choose a tiny challenge. Instead of doom scrolling for 5 minutes, they take 3 slow breaths, set a timer for 2 minutes, and explain one math problem clearly. In that moment they are practicing control over a small, annoying trigger. Scene 2 is a student finishing a tough exam and walking outside, feeling spent. They decide to celebrate the effort rather than the result, jot down one thing they learned, and text a friend to commit to a study plan for the next week. It's not grand heroics, it's stacking small wins that prove to the brain that courage can be practiced. Think of a weekly check-in as a gym tune-up. Spend 15 minutes on Sunday to ask 3 questions: what worked this week? What felt hard? What is the smallest next step I can take to move toward my top goal? Write it down, then commit to it. Over time, the brain starts seeking out these tiny tests, just like a muscle learns to handle a heavier weight when it trusts it can do the work. So that's the blueprint for unbelievable mental strength. Start with tiny daily workouts, prime your brain with simple routines, protect your sleep, use practical plans for stress, lean into small discomfort, and keep your life aligned with meaning. You don't need to move mountains today, just move your mind a bit further than you did yesterday. The strongest mind isn't born, it's built, one stubborn choice at a time.